Hey guys, so I didn't do a vlog yesterday, so I wanted to do one today, and I didn't really have a topic, but I was talking to my new friend from YouTube. His name is Phil. I'll put a link to him. You guys can go check him out. He's got some cool stuff on his YouTube. So we were talking, and at one point we were talking about high school, and I was kind of thinking about it and how it was both the worst and best years of my life. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about high school because I'm sure it's something everybody can relate to. Everyone thinks that their high school time was probably the worst out of anyone's. I mean, everyone thinks that. I mean, unless you had a really, really good experience throughout all of high school, everyone will claim that theirs is the worst. So, some people do generally have just a good time, but it really was the best and the worst years of my life. So, I went through middle school through high school. I started out in middle school with a bunch of friends because our elementary, middle school, and high school are separate in my town. So, in the elementary, I moved so much I didn't have a chance to get friends. So when I got into middle school, I just kind of, a lot of people wanted to be my friends. And I kind of got into a bad crowd, though. It was like a crowd of misfits, and they just kind of did whatever. And so, yeah, it was a really bad crowd. I didn't get into a whole lot of the things that they did, but I came, like, really close. And then I met my best friend, who basically saved my life, which that isn't a story for YouTube, so. But, yeah, she did pretty much save my life, and we actually started out as, like, mortal enemies. I was so jealous of her because I thought she was trying to steal my friends. So, like, I hated her in 6th grade. But then by 7th grade, she and I are best friends, and we've been best friends ever since. Like, I can't imagine life without her. It would literally suck. So, she and one other friend are the only friends that I've kept throughout middle school and high school. I've got a few friends that I'll say, like, hi to because I met them in middle school or high school and we talked occasionally, but, like, they weren't really, really good friends. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to, like, take a bullet for me, whereas my best friend, I know she would in a heartbeat. I wouldn't let her. I would take it myself, but she's, like, the only person I would actually trust with my life, so. And then my other friend, she moved away for a little while, so it put a little bit of a strain on our friendship, but we pulled it back together. And another really, really good friend of mine, we actually ended up having a really bad fight, and that was just awful. And we're starting to get back on speaking terms now, but, like, it got so bad that our friends on the internet were talking about it, and, like, we don't even know how most of them found out, because, like, we were trying our hardest not to talk about each other behind each other's backs, but, like, I had one friend confront me about chucking 3-inch heels at her, and I was like, what? Because I had given her back her shoes that she left at my house from one of the school dances, and I guess somebody took that as me chucking 3-inch heels at her, so that was interesting. I didn't chuck them at her. I did just hand them to her. I'm not quite that mean. I mean, I was pretty ticked. I probably could have, but I really didn't. The only time I've ever actually done something that somebody could have construed as, like, me actually fighting is a girl that I don't talk to at all anymore back in middle school. She got up in my best friend's face and was demanding that she tell her everything that one of our other friends was talking about. And it, like, had nothing to do about her. And I got so mad because my best friend, she's the sweetest person in the world. Like, she wouldn't hurt anyone ever. And she doesn't talk about people behind their backs. And, like, she's the one who got me to, like, not swear anymore and got me really off the drinking thing. And like I said, she pretty much saved my life. So she's, like, the sweetest person ever. So for this girl to get up in her face, I was ticked. And at that point, I was still getting out of that being in a bad stage because it was the beginning of 7th grade. So I got up in between them and I basically threatened her. And like there was a whole bunch of teachers standing around and they saw her get up in my best friend's face and they were like about to get in the middle of it and stop it. And then they saw me jump in and like they just turned their heads and pretended I wasn't doing anything. So, because like my best friend was like the class pet, all the teachers loved her, so they were like ready to rush to her aid. But so yeah, I got in her face, and I pretty much told her if she ever got in her face again, that I would make her regret it for the rest of her life. And I don't even really remember what I said. My adrenaline was pumping so bad. I could have killed her right then and there. I wouldn't have, because I don't believe in killing anything. Like, when it comes to, like, eating, like, animals and stuff, I'll eat them as long as it doesn't look like an animal. Like, I can't do pig roasts. If I see that thing looking like a pig, I can't eat it. I love bacon. Do not ask me to go to a pig roast. And anyway, that's getting off topic. So yeah, high school is actually really interesting. Middle school was a lot worse. I'm glad I never have to live through middle school again. And now my little sister's in middle school, and she's actually like really loving it. So, but my sister, she's like the little Miss Popular thing, and I never was that. I didn't really get into being popular and stuff. So, but my sister did. So whatever. And my brother is a little bit. So that's all good for him. But so yeah, all the dances were fun, and trying to think my best high school memory. No, the best memory is when this one girl dropped out. She was like awful nasty to me. I don't even know why she hated me so much. I never did anything to her whatsoever. And like in gym class, she would kick the back of my legs, which she could have like seriously crippled me, and I didn't even say anything to her. I should have, but I didn't. And like she really gave me a lot of crap, and she actually scared a lot of girls away from like talking to me. And then she got pregnant and dropped out, and after she dropped out, I like had so much more fun in high school. People started being so much nicer to me. Not so much the guys. For whatever reason, the guys just never talked to me that much. Um, I am the girl who only had a date for one dance. Back my freshman year, I went to a school dance with a senior, but I learned his only plan was to like do this senior tradition where they hook up with a freshman and then they try to sleep with them. And well, he failed, but he failed big time. But so yeah, that was the only time I had an actual date to a dance. But honestly, I think I had more fun just going with my friends. Because like if you have a date, somebody always ends up crying in the bathroom because of it. So just going and hanging out with my friends was a lot more fun. So yeah, those are some of my high school memories. I love to hear like some of your guys' memories. So that's all I'm gonna say for now. Love and hugs, everyone. Bye.